Carlino from the Schreiber Senior Centre. I'm here with Terry Thompson and Edith Howard. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So we're here just to discuss the Schreiber Senior Centre with the unfolding and the opening. We're so excited about our programs are starting. Just if you want to explain to the people your role at the Schreiber Senior Centre first, you and then Edith.
Well, I'm the chair of the Schreiber Senior Centre. Excited in the position and excited to be involved with it. It's always a joy to see the hustle bustle in the centre. It's awesome.
And Edith?
I'm vice chair. I don't do too much on the committee. I do a lot of volunteering here, look after a couple of the programs, and really enjoy being here.
Most of you know the history of the Schreiber Senior Centre. I was hired in September of 2018. Our doors here at the centre opened in November of 2018. So officially our first year would have been 2019. And at that point, we had a blank canvas. We didn't know where the senior centre would be going. I actually had, when I was hired, they asked me, what's your intent? And our intent is really just to keep people engaged and active.
Yeah.
So from that start in 2019, I'm happy to say that today we have 333 members for 2022. 48 are new members, so people are still signing up, and I encourage you to reach out. Sign up is very easy. If you go to the front desk, instead of paying your bills, you can pay a membership, which is only $10 a year, and they'll give you a card, and then you're in. So I thought we would gather today with you ladies and just discuss a little bit about what we're bringing, what different programs we're going to be bringing. If you wanted just to go through, before we do that, the other members of the committee, Terry, I'm going to put that on you.
So the other committee members that are involved would be Lorene Kay, Roseanne Pellegrino, Ted Jordan, Brenda Osmussen, and
Cathy Coyle. Yes. So again, all walks of life. We have bankers, we have former therapists, we have nurses. It's just all administrative people, all walks of life, and it shows because even though Edith is saying she doesn't do much, they do lots, and they're able. And the best thing they do is they support and they give ideas. Now, it's not just left to the committee. Anyone out there that has ideas, we are very open to starting different programs. As a matter of fact, we just recently did an interview about our newest program, which was the snowshoe program. Edith, maybe you want to talk on that.
The snowshoe program was excellent, well put on. Matt Barutsky led us down the trail, and we had a great day. The sun was shining. It was a beautiful day.
And it just shows you that the seniors of today don't want to just sit at home. They want to get out. They want to be able to participate in activities. The other thing that's, we were pretty much shut down with COVID. And so I think we all agree that that's been quite the challenge.
Yeah.
But, Terry, maybe explain to them how we were thinking outside the box and we were able to come up with different ideas.
Well, I mean, one of the good things is we do the yoga, which we're doing by Zoom. Cathy, we did our VON stretch class, which we get together on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and we continue to do that. But Cathy did provide it on a Zoom as well, so we could do it at home if we weren't able to gather here.
And we had the phone tree. The people loved the phone tree. When there was committee members all took a bunch of names and contacted the people, and they loved it. And the bingo is another way, because they're interacting with us, and they have someone to talk to.
Very positive feedback.
Yes, it is.
And I'm going to say, with the phone tree, we were able to take our entire membership, we divided it, and my committee members, along with our council rep, Dan McGrath, all took their lists. And this was right in 2020 when people were really scared. So they were able to call all these people and just have a chat with them. The other thing and I think the bingo is like a funny one because that came right back from the Chimo Club. where when I was a young person, I would go down with my $2, buy a little envelope, and you'd have these bingo cards, and then we would phone it in. So we've kind of duplicated that, but made it different. They can access it on Facebook, but lots of people, and these are two ladies that have taken the phone calls, they would rather phone someone. And I'm sure you'd agree with me, Edith, when you get your calls, it's not just about the bingo numbers.
No, it's not just about the bingo. They want someone to talk to.
Yes, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
So, we rallied with the COVID. We tried to engage. What way can we engage? We had, at one point, we gave away cabbage rolls and pierogies.
Oh, yeah.
And those were things that we had made thinking we were going to have a luncheon, but instead we couldn't. Everything was shut down. So, let's give them away. And, we have provided 80 meals for people. So we have, been creative. And I can only say it was with the committee and the other members of the actual Schreiber Senior Centre that we were able to do that.
Yes.
and to reach out in COVID. So now we go back. It's 2 years. 2 years of not seeing each other. This is a treat to be able to have coffee and to meet with you guys.
Yeah.
Because guess what? We were doing Zoom meetings.
Yes.
And we had to get permission to do Zoom meetings because initially this was unprecedented times. We couldn't even just up and say, we're going to do it all on Zoom. Well, it's not official. We got to wait till we get permission.
Exactly.
Like there was so much to deal with at the beginning. So I know you both would agree. I'm very excited that we're starting to see people back in our center.
Yes. Yeah. And they're excited to be here. You can see you can see the excitement.
Just wish we could get the men.
Okay, so that's a call out from Edith to where all the men. Tell us what you want, what kind of program you want.
Yes, please.
We have a pool table that is brand new sitting there. We have poker chips and cards that we can arrange to get someone in to help you, and each program that we put on, we call them captains. For example, segue. Edith is our captain for Swedish weaving, and you'll notice this lovely runner. This is our beginner project, and so she took us, and I'm one of them, and Terry's much more talented than me. She's done more. At ground level, we didn't know what we're doing. She took us by the hand and she taught us how to prep the material. She taught us how. So this is something very doable. We gather on Tuesdays at 1, and most of the supplies are here. We try to keep our costs very, very low, so you could produce, and end up with a pattern and the supplies for this for about $20. I think is what we were charging the members. And just talk a little bit about your past history with the Swedish weaving.
I just learned the Swedish weaving by going down to the Terrace Bay Senior Centre before there was such a thing in Schreiber, and I learned from Shelley Long, and Shelley taught us everything that I know. And some of my people here have gone beyond me. They have picked it up, and because they're very talented with patterns and working with things, that they've gone beyond what I can teach them. So it's been wonderful to see all the projects that they've done.
And again, it's all about seniors helping seniors. Yeah. I'm going to just segue into the Terrace Bay Senior Centre. Edna Arthur, she's the main person there, and their whole committee have been very welcoming, and they have shared a lot of their ideas with us, and so you'll see duplications. For sure. If something works there, we're going to do it here, and vice versa. I know they've taken our bingo idea and have done it there. It's just so neat to see seniors helping seniors, and that's really what it's all about, right? Yeah. So with the Tuesday, now we've opened it up so that if you're not into the Swedish weaving, or if it's totally foreign, or if you think you won't use a runner like this, that you could bring your own crafts. And so we've had that. Like we had someone bringing cross stitch.
Knitting,
someone else was saying they're going to bring crocheting. So we do welcome you. Coffee's on. We try to keep costs very nominal. Like at each event that we do, so if you come on a Tuesday, you would put a loonie into a container, and that goes into a kitty that helps sustain our center. And coffee's on for another $1. So we try to keep everything quite cost effective. And if you can't pay this week, you can pay next week, because like we're pretty easygoing that way. So again, that's our Tuesdays.
And we've got a beautiful sewing machine.
Yes.
that can be used.
Yes, we have a sewing machine that was donated from Karen McKinnon, and a serger that was donated from Karen McKinnon. And then we lucked into some funding, and we were able to buy a state-of-the-art sewing machine. And so we have 2 sewing machines and a serger. They're used in the Swedish weaving projects.
Yeah.
Edith, you'll attest to that.
Yes.
We have pretty much, like, we're starting to get to the point where we've got lots of supplies.
Yes.
We purchase this monk's cloth that's not available in Canada at all, which is a bit of a challenge, but we're up to the challenge, and we've been doing that. Now with the sewing, again, a little bit of a segue, we're going to have Sewing 101 back, which is exciting.
Yes, that's exciting, with Karen McKinnon, because she was so good.
Yes.
We just were getting into it prior to COVID. We were so excited. I think we made a little tote bag, and
And then we got shut down. Karen and John are both members, ongoing members from the start of both centers, Schreiber and Tearspace Senior Centre. So that's something that happens lots. I know all 3 of us are members in the Schreiber Senior Centre and in the Tearspace Senior Centre. So that's kind of cool. Again, we're supporting each other.
Yeah.
9 miles away. We're able to engage in events in both. Why not? We're able to support each other in both, which is beautiful.
It is. Yeah, it's very
It
good.
works. It works. Yeah, you can't knock what works, and it works. We do have, new to our center, is a jigsaw puzzle lending library. Again, some seniors who were avid at doing puzzles, they had a bunch and they said, hey, what do you think, Kath? And so we've set up a table. So you're able to come in. There's a sign-up sheet. You can borrow it, bring it back. If you have jigsaw puzzles that you'd like to add to our collection, by all means, come. I'd be open to picking those up. That's another new program.
And the novels. We've got the
and
bookshelves.
We have almost a little, and that's thanks to the Schreiber Public Library. We work closely with the Schreiber Public Library. You'll see a lot of different overlaps in that the iPads that we were able to get with the with some of the funding for the senior center, they're going to be lent out through the library.
Yeah.
They have the barcodes all set up, and they'll help you out. I also really recommend, if you're struggling with your iPad, either personal or the ones that you've borrowed, to touch base with David Costa. He's
very good.
Very good.
Yes.
And my seniors are constantly, my seniors are constantly saying how much you help them, and I appreciate that.
And David's where? At the library?
At the Schreiber Public Library, yes. He's an employee. He's an employee at the Schreiber Public Library. And so, again, that was closed. They did what they could virtually. I mean, I think, honestly, for our little town, we did really well virtually. We tried our best to reach out as much as we could.
Yeah.
I keep the stats of the people engaging, and like at any given time, between where they've talked to us on Facebook, emails, or phone calls, 8,000 hits.
Oh my gosh.
8,000 hits, yeah. So it means that people are engaging with us. What would be a program that I'd love to see here? Not even so much a program, would be a comfort level where they would just come and make themselves coffee. Yeah. So the center is open. This is your center.
Yeah.
Schreiber, Tearspace, outlying areas, because we do have memberships from all over at this point. This is your center. Coffee is on. Once it becomes a little bit busier, I'll make sure I purchase cream for you guys. Right now we have Coffee Mate.
Can I just touch on the planting, the gardening that you're doing?
The garden has been so exciting, and we're going to go back on the road again for the gardening. So
the Cathy Terry Roadshow.
Yes.
Part 2.
Do you have your hat? They want our hats.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, find your hat. Yeah. So for those of you who haven't seen, go to YouTube, and you can see Schreiber Media, and you'll see our garden show that we did. So exciting to see the talent in Schreiber, Ontario. It really is. And I'm going to ask you, again, this is early in the season. When your garden is at prime, contact me. And we'll make sure, we'll talk to the Schreiber Media, and we'll come in and we'll do an interview with you. This is open to the whole community. We probably would go as far as, where was it, Rossport maybe?
Oh, sure.
Take it on the road?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, if you pay
Let's promote the area.
If you pay, we might even go down to Niagara if you paid our trip.
Exactly.
But for this, for our own expense, we'll go as far as Rossport, Tearspace. If your gardens are looking phenomenal this season, and I hope it is, I think we've got a lot of snow, so it means we're going to have lots of water. yeah, we'd be willing to come out and have a chat, and you can explain to us how your garden grows. So that was a lot
I hope
of
you're
fun.
going to come to my garden, because hopefully my garlic is
will be a
bigger
little bit
than this
better.
this
Yeah.
year.
Terry had a hard time. So we'll just touch base on what we've done, and we're probably going to do again this year. We purchased garlic through a really reputable company, and then we distributed it here at a lesser cost. We try to offset the cost, so this is affordable for all. And this is all things that are open to members. We had a distribution of marigolds this past summer. Again, it was an outreach because we weren't able to gather inside, but I think we're going to do it again. You know, my committee has been talking about doing it again. We partnered with the library, and we did seed packages last year, and we're going to try to get those seed packages out to you earlier, because that's something that's really was well received. Also, we donated some funds to the community garden, and they were able to build 4x8 standing garden boxes, which I had one last year, and it was just so much fun. So much less weeding than at your own house, I'm telling you guys. So for that, reach out to Donna Mikulak at the Public Library, Schreiber Public Library, and she'll be able to help you out if you're interested in trying that this season. So yeah, lots of fun for sure.
Lots of fun for sure. Yes. Yeah.
And we had curling.
Now the floor curling, you guys are just having a blast. It's during my work period. I can't participate, but we have Rose Pagelli. What a rock star!
Yes.
Yeah. Now she's started right from the get-go. She's going to be the captain for curling. I believe she was an avid curler in her youth on ice.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
So this is the rocks simulate the act of curling. It's a little different, but they're having such a good time. We're up to about 15 people participating every Thursday. That's Thursday at 11.
Yeah.
And we're going to be purchasing more rocks so that we can even go bigger than that. Expect this summer we're going to have a tournament for the floor curling during Heritage Week. We weren't able to do Winter Carnival because it was a smaller. Winter Carnival was very small. There wasn't a day for us, but for sure we're talking about having the tournament, and we're going to have prizes.
Oh my gosh!
Yes. Of course, you have to have prizes. So that has been a very successful. And again, thanks goes out to Rose Pagelli and to all of you who participate.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking you want to, again, just touch base, and we'll lead you in the right direction.
And then Thursday afternoons is our games. So we're back to Remoli.
This is new.
Yeah.
Terry and I may need to get a second job so we can afford. We're both lucky at love and not lucky at cards. We alternate between Remoli and Double Draw, but the people seem to be really enjoying the Remoli. We do have our custom-made Remoli boards, and we have one that's on loan from someone as well. So we have 3 boards all total. So if you're thinking of coming out to join us at 1:00 on Thursday, by all means, again, coffee's on, but most people are so focused on gambling, they don't even drink coffee.
And if the men wanted to come, we would take their money.
We would take
their money as well.
This is a challenge. That's a challenge from the Schreiber Senior Centre committee that, yes, man, if you'd like to come to Remoli or Double Draw, we would take your money.
We would take your nickels as well.
So far, this has not been the case because they're taking our money.
Yes.
It was so much fun. Just so much fun.
A lot of fun, yeah.
Lots of laughter, and definitely, again, it's a engagement, and people really want to be together.
They want to be together again.
We get a carloads from Terrace Bay, which is so cool. You know, that's a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yes,
very good.
Yes. So we have to healthy mind, body, right?
Yeah.
And so not only do we do this snowshoeing, which got you out in the winter, and again, hopefully next year we'll have many more opportunities for that, but we do stretch class.
And stretch class.
It's the VON, the Victoria Order of Nurses program. It's sponsored by them. You need to pre-register for this program. We average, I would say, anywhere from 15 to 20 participants, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1. We have registered over 38 people, but they don't always come at the same time. So it's not a huge commitment if you think to yourself, I'm going to try it. Just make sure you register with me first and try it. And you ladies love it. I know you're
Oh, yeah. It's good. Very good.
So you start, it's a kinesiologist that taught me the program. It starts at the very top of your head and goes right down to your tippy toes, and we're going to make sure stretch everything nice and well. Lots of laughter. Every once in a while someone bellows out in song too. You never know when that's going to
We've solved a lot of issues.
Yes, community cry out, yeah, for sure. We're working with resistance bands, and I've told the ladies over and over again that these resistance bands are the same as lifting weights. So we lift weights 3 times a week. We lift weights, and you can tell your kids once you join our stretch class that you work out 3 times a week. I'm telling you, you are. So that's a really cool.
Yeah.
That's a really cool way for health. And we did have something for the men that we're hoping that will come back. Our pickleball.
Oh, the pickleball, yes.
Now, you've tried pickleball.
I've tried it.
Yes.
I was just there with one-on-one learning.
Yes.
It's a good workout. Mm-hmm. I don't know whether I could play and get it going right, but she says I can, so I'm going to try at some point when there's
And unfortunately, what happened with you was, again, COVID.
Yeah.
So she had started, we have a beginner's program, and the beginner program is on Wednesday. So Tuesday is mixed. And that's everyone. Tuesday at 10. Wednesday at 10 is a beginner's, and we said women's, but it's because they're beginners. Most of the women's are a little intimidated to go in amongst the mixed, and so we offered them that. And I know it hasn't been for lack of interest, it's just been for the logistics at this point. But do reach out to me, because even if you're able to say to me, hey, I'm going to do pickleball, make sure there's a couple of other people. I don't mind being that go-between person, so they can all contact me. I'll send a quick message to the 3-4 that are involved, and they can go ahead. Wednesday night has been reserved for them, 7 to 9. Those slots, for those of you who have played pickleball, you're either out of country, because I know there's some of that happening, or you've had some health issues and you had to step back for a little bit. Those 3 slots are still slotted for you. Unless something comes up where someone else is purchasing their use of the hall, and I always will put that out on Facebook and let people know. Those 3 slots are reserved for pickleball. And prior to COVID, we had like 25 people playing. So
it was very well attended.
I'm hoping that will come back, and we'll make sure we'll reserve those slots for you guys, and we can come back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the other things that we haven't talked about is our bocce tournament that we had this summer.
And it was so successful.
It was so successful.
We weren't sure how it was going to go, but it was a huge
It was our
success.
first attempt.
Yes.
It was our first attempt at being the hosts for this.
And being a judge.
And being a judge. So lots of newbies.
Training. Quick training.
Quick training.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Definitely lots of fun. Some mistakes. We apologize again for the mistakes that we made, but it's only going to get better, and we've decided that we'll do it again during Heritage Week. So the last one was in September, and we're probably going to do Heritage Week first, and then we'll do another one in September, but earlier in the day. That was because it was getting, we hadn't factored into the fact that it was going to get dark. So it was very much a learning process.
But it was a beautiful sunset.
Yes.
It was. And thanks goes to anyone that helped. You all know who you are. To Suzanne from coming back from Thunder Bay. One of my good friends came back from Thunder Bay, and she helped with the charting. I think I'm to the point where I might be able to do it, but we may have to convince her to come back.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And our hampers that we've given out for the seniors.
Yeah, so that's something that's been really well received, is we were able to work with Costas and get the best bang for our buck. They're different sources of revenue. United Way was one that we were able to get some money, and so we were able to help people. These are tough times right now.
Exactly.
And so really we're buying groceries for them to fill their shelves. I had one of our seniors, she was in her 90s, said that she just got back from hospital, and that it was exactly what she was going to go to the store to buy.
Exactly.
So it's very rewarding.
Yeah.
You have to make
Very
it
rewarding.
very rewarding. And then of course, we're able to have our Christmas party. So we have a little bit of money that I always save to help offset the cost of the Christmas party. And we decided to buy turkeys.
and everybody loved them.
They were so good. I mean, they were just the right size for a family,
seniors,
right?
For seniors,
Yeah.
and it was a challenge to get them. Let's face it. They weren't able to get turkeys in Thunder Bay, some people. So we tried the local grocers, and they weren't able to guarantee that they would get it, especially in the monies that I had. I needed to, cover the whole, so it was one per family, one per household, and I needed to be able to cover them all, and so stretching that dollar was important. Didn't we luck out to Marathon's grocery store?
Such a nice gentleman to deal with.
Yes, both of the gentlemen, the manager and the person that works with supplies, very, very accommodating. Manitoulin Freight also gave us a discount. And Independent actually gave us $1,000 donation towards the turkeys. Yeah. So it was just a win-win situation. Yes, for sure.
And how many turkeys did we eat?
250.
Yeah.
250. If you haven't received yours yet, come see me. I have a couple left, not a lot. If you've been on the fence about joining the Schreiber Senior Centre, I might be able to guarantee you a turkey. Yeah, too fun, eh?
Too fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so many compliments from the seniors. Like, even when they called for bingo numbers, I can't tell you how much I enjoyed getting that turkey.
Yes.
I appreciated getting that hamper of food.
And that's what makes you feel good about being involved.
It does, for sure.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I do my best also. I work with the recreation here in the Township of Schreiber. I work with the medical center as well, where they'll send me posters. And so again, I'm able to distribute those posters via email and put it on our Facebook as a form of outreach again, and to try to keep seniors informed. If any grants that are specific for seniors comes through and they touch base with me and I know about it, I try to make sure that those that information is out to them. Also, I will print for people who don't have computer or access to a computer. If you need me to print those forms out, I've been doing that for them as well. Yeah. What else have we covered? Everything, you think?
Birthdays.
We celebrate our monthly.
Yes. Right now, we're acknowledging it on Facebook. As the center gets more busy, we may be doing a cake. Maybe the committee members or members of who like to bake will make us a cake. And so let's say it's my month is October. In October they'll make a cake, and anybody who wants to come and participate can come participate. But at this point, it's a matter of getting people in. Like I say, we're not. People will come for activities, but they don't just come for coffee.
Yeah. And the other thing is, we'll be getting to our barbecues again.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So we're not bored.
We are not bored.
No.
We have slotted every Thursday.
And they'll find us because we have our beautiful canopies.
The canopies and of course the smell, right?
Oh, the smell,
burgers,
yeah.
And thanks goes out to all the volunteers who are able to come and man the barbecue and take money for us. And if you're looking to volunteer in that capacity and you want to, by all means, again, just reach out. I'd be more than
We
happy.
will step back from the grill and let anybody.
Chef Ted.
Chef Ted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chef Jordan, you got honorable mention again, Ted. Yes, he's phenomenal on that. And we've had lots of help throughout the years. Been very grateful.
And it's another way that people mingle and talk, sit and chat.
Yeah.
And it's nice because now with COVID sort of in the background, hopefully that people can come and enjoy and sit at the tables because they set the tables up in the chairs so people are able to come and have a conversation and enjoy.
For sure. And I think, it's as tourists come into town, we notice lots of tourists coming through. We have done it in the rain.
Yeah.
It wasn't as fun, but we did it.
And we had lots of people.
And we sold, we did okay, So the proceeds of the barbecues are going to go into some kind of an excursion. That was our plan. So for those of you who are wondering, they're selling burgers, what are they going to do? We're planning on an excursion. And again, those excursions, when they happen, will be advertised both through email and through Facebook. That's how the main way we contact with our members is email and Facebook. Although we have been sending newsletters on the back of our bingo cards because that goes through the mail as well. So that's another way. Posters at the post office. And then the rest of it's word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Yes. I mean, we were even quite happy that we were able to get some COVID testing kits.
Yes,
Through
exactly.
the center, and so that's been word of mouth. If you're in a position where you're not feeling well or you have to travel and you need to test before you go, please by all means stop in. As long as we have any available, as a member, you're more than welcome to come and purchase or pick up. There's no purchase. Pick up a kit.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of covered it all.
I think so.
So we've done Monday is exercise. Tuesdays is our
Swedish weaving.
I want to touch on chair yoga.
Oh, yes.
Now we're going to soon we're going to have an interview, and it's going to have to be a Zoom interview because she's in Thunder Bay. Our yoga instructor is Colleen Dolce. Colleen Dolce has been doing yoga for 30 years, I would say.
Yeah.
And she does work out of a lot of the senior centers in Thunder Bay. She's done corporate chair yoga, where she goes into different corporate companies and they'll want an hour break for their employees, and she'll do that. And then we approached her to do virtual. Again, it was one of our recoups during COVID. So we were blessed to get some funding, and we were able to get her twice a week. We're trying to address the people because our membership is 50 plus. So we do have some people that are working still. So we're trying to address the people that are working. So we have a Tuesday at 10, and then we have a Thursday at 7 session. The link's available through me. All you have to do, actually I have sent to the membership, everyone would have gotten an email, but sometimes you don't look at your emails.
Yeah, exactly.
And so maybe you haven't even paid attention about it, but it is available, and it's a solid program. You are getting, both of you are participating, and so am I, with that particular program, and it is a solid program. Again, it's the value of this class, if you were to go on your own without the senior center, is $10 per class, and so you're able to get it for free because you're a member of the Schreiber Senior Centre. So I do encourage you, and again, we're going to have an interview and she can explain a little bit more about the whole art of yoga and how she's able to adapt it. So I think we've covered it all. I think needless to say, we have lots of exciting things coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a virtual painting class for people. We're going to be doing a cooking show for people, and we're going to be doing cake decorating program. So you have that to look forward to, and again, we're very excited to be here. This is Cathy Carlino from the Schreiber Senior Centre with Terry and Edith. Thank you so much for listening.